Hey Scorpios, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Scorps. We have the apocalypse, Anima Mundi, the one, the vow, the flame, the animal, the heart, and the temple. Scorpios. Well, I mean, the apocalypse is just kind of that that massive ending, like that big, huge end that just feels like it's affecting every area of your life. Um, I think that through this end, you are gaining an understanding, not only of the people around you, but also of yourself. This feels very introspective, Scorpio, because I feel like what you're understanding is like what it is exactly that you were holding on to. Like, who am I in this? And Scorpios, listen, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Nobody loves like a Scorpio, and Scorpios are so loyal and so just if you are their family, you are their family, and that is it. No question about it, like for life. I love Scorpios. Like, I don't know why people give y'all shit. I think you're fucking fantastic. Proud to be a Scorpio Mars and Scorpio Pluto, and, proud to be a part of that family. But I think that part of that is also this idea of just being aware of what that means sometimes when you make a promise to love. Um, because I almost feel like saying, in a way, it puts out your fire. Because Scorpios are fixed. Scorpios are ride or die. Scorpios are committed to you. Even when they're not committed to you, they're committed to you. Have you ever been around a Scorpio who's tried to leave a long-term relationship? They don't leave them ever. You know what I mean? That's just not a thing. It's just like, well, you're my family now, and I don't know. You can hate me if you want to, but I'm still always going to be, you're always going to be family to me. Right? Like, you can't undo that. Like, like, that's not an undoable thing, right? It's like the idea that blood is thicker than water, but spirit's fucking thicker than blood. You know what I mean? And you're connected to my soul. And so, sorry you have me for life. But, like when you're holding it down for other people, you really tend to put yourself behind those people. And I think that there's just this idea of like experiencing a great deal of loyalty, that was kind of, like, again, it was snuffing out your fire, because how are you supposed to get to what it is that you really want, that is really deserving of your time, energy, attention, your passion, you know what I mean? Like all of the things that you can embody that are positive, that you can't because it's being embodied in a negative way. Like if I'm constantly mad at somebody, then all of my passion is in anger. And if I'm, like drained because of something that I'm dealing with all the time, like all of my energy is lost on things that are not meant for me, that I have taken on as my own and just never let go, because what does that mean? Right? Scorps, I love y'all. Okay, let's do some more clarifiers and see what else we get. High Priestess, Eight of Wands, the Moon. I mean, there's a whole lot of intuition here, a whole lot of knowing, and then like get this really quick movement. But like this energy does not feel like quick energy. This feels like deep contemplation. How did this happen, and how do I overcome it, and how do I focus my attention elsewhere? It's so funny. I was talking to one of my Scorps today. Shout out. Hope that you don't mind. I don't think you will. But, you know, like it's just this idea of like, okay, what am I focusing my attention on? And every time you find yourself going down that hole, and like replace it with an intentional thought, and have that intentional thought ready at, you know, like in the wings to block off that rabbit hole that you keep going down, right? Like you got to get out of here. You got to get out of the, like I know it's telling a Scorpio to get out of the depths, but like you, it's there's this idea of like, okay, but you're gonna miss your chance. I don't know why I feel like you're gonna miss a chance. Maybe I don't know, but it just feels like this opportunity. Either you're gonna miss your chance for something, or something comes by quickly that sweeps you in another direction. I don't know how that plays out, but I feel like when you're sorting through all of these ends and you're really starting to see yourself in it, because you can constantly focus your attention on what the other person is doing, but who are you in this, right? How are you enabling this behavior? How are you participating in this? What is your motivation behind it? It doesn't have to be bad. It's just an acknowledgement of a motivation, because if you need to demotivate that energy and you need to be motivated in a different direction, then you need to acknowledge it for what it is, name it and tame it, right? And I feel like there's something that's coming to you very quickly, or something that you're moving towards very quickly. Um, let's do more clarifiers. Okay. Scorpios. Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, King of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Magician. Okay. We'll start with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups, because it's just this idea of like daydreaming about what you really want, and feeling like, it's just this sense of responsibility and obligation, you know, like you just feel responsible for these people. You feel obligated to this situation, you know. It's just kind of like it's not, it's important. These people are important, and yet not your monkey, not your circus. You know what I mean? Um, and I just feel like this, I'm torn between dealing with the reality at hand, or allowing myself to really start thinking about what it is that I want to call into me. It feels almost like a form of betrayal that you're just really uncomfortable with, but sweet, sweet Scorpios, you're not betraying these people by allowing yourself to grow. If anything, the betrayal is in that they would ask you to not grow, right? That's their betrayal, not yours. Don't carry it as your own. Because the reality of it is that you have a ton of love to give, Scorpios. You're so loving, you're so considerate, you're so kind, you're so loyal. You know, you're so many beautiful things. And it's time for you to start looking at yourself through those eyes, and start honoring yourself in that manner, so that when your chance comes, because Scorpios, the King of Cups, the heart, the flame. I feel like when you start focusing your energy on your own flame, and keeping that fire going, right? I think you'll find that what you're seeking, and comes to you quickly. Okay, Scorps. Knave of Pentacles. The Magician again. And the Chariot. Okay. The Magician twice. Love that. The Knave of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Magician. You know, I feel like maybe there's just an opportunity. Maybe there's like I mean, the Knave of Pentacles is just kind of like this early onset of an idea. But I feel like it's kind of this, like when you give yourself permission to really focus your energy in the right direction, no judgment, I'm with you. You know what I mean? Like when you give yourself permission to focus your energy in a direction that you hadn't really been tending to, right? That idea of that flame that was like, it was, you were hiding your flame, but now it's like, now you're adding fuel to the flame. And I think that you find that it creates something that you've been tempering by focusing your energy on this duty. And when you, on this obligation, but when you refocus your energy, it's just, I feel like just this like gasoline to a fire. You know what I mean? Like that's what that feels like. But in the best way possible. And I love it. And I'm excited for it, whatever it is. All right, Scorps. Oh, one more card for us, y'all. I don't know. I'm all fire and water. I resonate with all fire and water. None of the rest of it. Nonsense. Cyclical learning, yes, because once you really understand how it is that you're limiting yourself, how it is that you know, and I I loathe the misconception that cyclical learning is somehow like something to be ashamed of, because I'm sorry, but I don't know anybody, especially my fixed signs, who don't have to really just like, I'm going to go back and test this theory again. You know what I mean? Because I need to figure out what's not working and why it's not working. And you might discover why one area is not working, but if other parts of it are working, then does that mean that it's like I can get it to work this way eventually? Or you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like you've gone through this cycle enough that you have developed this like deep inner knowing, right? That High Priestess and Moon energy that we had earlier. It's just kind of like, but now that you have a better understanding of what that means and how that works, it's like you just learned a new damn trick. Love. All right, Scorpios. I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if it does. And I will see you again soon. Bye.